Hey there, and welcome. So, are you just tired of sending your resume into that big black hole? Yeah, you're in the right place. Because today, we're going to break down a really powerful, proactive LinkedIn strategy. This is all about getting the attention of the right people. I'm talking about the ones who can actually hire you. All right, let's just dive right in.
Does this sound familiar? You spend hours getting your resume just right. You hit apply on, dozens of jobs, and then what do you hear? Nothing. Crickets. It is so frustrating, right? It feels like you're just another file in this massive, endless digital pile. But here's the thing. What if I told you the problem isn't your resume? What if it's the entire strategy?
We've all been taught there's pretty much one way to get a job. You find an opening, and you apply. Simple. But if that is your only strategy, I'm telling you, you are playing a losing game. The data shows that's just not how most people actually land a job.
Yeah, that's right. Just relying on that apply button, it's literally one of the least effective ways to get hired. Think about it. The majority of positions, especially the really good ones, they're filled way before they ever become a public job posting that you see online. The whole system, it's just geared towards something else entirely.
So, you've got these two job seekers, right? On one side, you've got the old way, the passive way. You just apply, and you wait. It's a pure numbers game, and honestly, the odds are terrible. But on the other side, you have the new proactive way. And this is all about strategically making yourself visible to the people who matter before they even know they have a job opening.
Okay, so if just applying doesn't work, then what does? The answer isn't some, secret hack or trick. It's a fundamental shift in how you approach this whole thing. It really all comes down to one super powerful concept. And wait till you see the number behind it. It's pretty stunning.
85%. Just look at that number. Seriously. Now, depending on which stats you look at, it's anywhere from 70 to a staggering 85% of all jobs are filled through networking. Let that sink in. That means if you're only applying online, you're basically fighting over this tiny little slice of the pie, maybe just 15% of all the available roles. The real game, the real action, it's happening somewhere else completely.
Now hold on. When I say networking, I know what you're thinking. And no, I don't mean that awkward thing where you ask strangers for a job. Just forget that picture entirely. The new networking is all about this: proactively building visibility. It's about having real, substantive, intelligent conversations. Why? So that when a role does open up, your name is already the one they're thinking of.
All right, this is where the rubber meets the road. I'm going to walk you through a super simple 3-step playbook that you can start using on LinkedIn like today. This is how you become a recognized name in your target industry. The key here, it's all about being strategic and maybe more importantly, being consistent.
So the strategy basically has 3 pillars. First, we're going to target with real precision. Second, we signal our interest. And third, and this is the big one, we engage thoughtfully. So let's break down exactly what that looks like.
Okay, step 1, precision. And I mean it. Stop this spray and pray approach with your resume. Seriously, just stop. Instead, I want you to make a list of companies you genuinely want to work for. Then hop on LinkedIn and find the specific VPs or senior leaders in those departments. Here's a great way to think about it. Who would be your future boss's boss? Those are the decision makers you need to get on the radar of.
All right, step 2. This is such a simple but weirdly powerful move on LinkedIn that almost everyone overlooks. So once you're following the company page you're targeting, go to their About tab. You're going to see a little button that says something like, I'm interested. Click it. That one click is a direct official signal to that company's recruiters. It basically says, hey, I'm here and I'm open to opportunities. It puts you right into their internal talent pool. Easy.
But look, targeting and signaling, that just gets you in the game. That gets you a seat at the table. Thoughtful engagement is how you win the game. This is the step that separates you from literally everyone else. It's what turns you from just another name on a list into a real person they actually want to talk to.
So, okay, what does thoughtful engagement even mean? What does it look like? Well, first, let's talk about what it's not. It is not leaving comments like, hey, great post. That is totally invisible. A good comment, a thoughtful one, actually adds to the conversation. It's interesting, it's supportive, it offers a real insight. You want to say something that makes that senior leader you're targeting physically stop scrolling and think, that's a really great point.
But how do you do that? Especially if you maybe don't totally agree with what they posted. The key is to frame it constructively.
You can start with a golden phrase like this: I'm curious when I think about this problem. And then you add your perspective. See what that does? It turns a potential argument into a real substantive conversation. And it shows you're a critical thinker, not just a contrarian.
Okay, let's switch gears for a second. I want you to put yourself in the hiring manager's shoes. Let's look at the impact of this whole strategy from their perspective. What is actually going on in their mind when you do this stuff and you do it consistently?
Okay, so at first, you're invisible. You're just another applicant in the pile. But then, boom, they see your thoughtful comment on their post. Okay, now you're visible. You're on the radar. A few more smart comments over a couple of weeks, and now they're not just seeing you. They're curious. They click on your profile. They want to know, who is this person? And before you know it, with that consistent, smart engagement, you've become a recognized name. You're not a resume anymore. You are a real candidate in their mind. So if you take one thing away from this, let it be this. The whole point, the crucial point, is that this entire strategy is about building recognition. That's it. You're not asking for a job, you're not begging for an interview, you are simply demonstrating your value, your expertise, and your interest, one thoughtful comment at a time. You are transforming yourself from a total stranger into a known, respected professional right in front of their eyes.
So really, the only question left is, who are you going to target first? I mean, think about it right now. That one leader, that VP, that company you've always admired. The playbook is right here in front of you. So go out there and start building the kind of visibility that actually gets you hired. Whose attention are you going to capture first?